Hi, I'm Sunny. I've used Sonlight to educate my kids since preschool, and joining me is Emme, one of Sonlight Curriculum's preschool and pre-K program creators. And how can Sonlight be used with a MOPS group?
With a MOPS group, I was thinking, I did MOPS when my kids were little. And I was thinking that if you had a MOPS group where there was a guest speaker and the moms were all in one place and you had a separate section for kids, one wonderful idea would be to have those hands-on materials available for them to share in a separate location where they're at. And you can just have them take turns tracing the geometric shapes, letting an adult or whoever is the caregiver read those wonderful stories out loud to them. They can practice the writing sheets, the number sheets. They can trace letters and numbers in sand if you set out trays. I mean, there are many ways that this program, especially the hands-on portions in the books, I mean, those can really be used during those MOPS times so that the moms are gaining and you're being poured into, and you know that your kids are not just sitting around in their room or whatever. They're actually getting enriched and nourished as well in their minds and in their spirits. Sonlight in particular is very unique. I don't really think that there's anything else on the market quite like the Sonlight preschool and pre-K programs. One, you're going to have amazing, excellent, curated book selections that are for specifically those age ranges. For preschool 3 to 4, pre-K it would be 4 to 5. And on top of that, you have a slew of developmental activities that are not they're not so many that you're going to feel overwhelmed at all, but it's enough that you feel like you're giving your kids a head start. So for example, there are pre-writing exercises that really build their fine motor coordination and really teach them to learn that pincher grip. There's counting, and not just counting in order verbally, but learning how to connect the quantities to those numerals. And that's established from 0 to 10 in preschool and 1 to 30 in pre-K. Once you hit 30, I feel like kids just can go, as far up from there as they want. So that really establishes a really good foundation for them at that age. Plus, there's some pre-writing skills that are established and a slew of optional activities in there that you can either ignore completely or implement according to the pace that's right for you.
Emme, why should we consider home education as early or as young as preschool?
Well, one of the things that you have to think about when you have a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old or a child within that age range is that they have a whole new world ahead and they're learning a ton of new things. And so one of the things that you really want to implement with them is the mindset that they can do a lot of new things and that they can be successful at it. One of the ways that we try to do this is by creating an environment for them where they can try new things and be successful at them. Like, you set things up for them so that they can use them and they're shown how to use them and they can feel good about it. And we also provide, there's ways that you can provide tools and curriculum if you need to do that. Lots of books and things like that that will really help them be stimulated in their thought processes and gain a lot of input in these early years.
Emme, thank you so much for sharing a little bit with us. And if you're watching, you can find out more at sonlight.com.